Okay, we're going to discuss and look at how to, uh, we're going to look at and discuss how a mechanical pencil works and look at how to take it apart to see the way that it works. This is a basic mechanical pencil. The eraser is in the end of it, and if you remove the eraser and the portion that holds the eraser, it fills the inner tube. There's an inner cylinder and outer cylinder of the pencil. The inner cylinder is where the lead can be installed by dropping it into the inner cylinder. If we unscrew two pieces of the pencil, there's a cap, a retainer cap on the end of the outer cylinder. So this is the outer cylinder that we see, and then a retainer cap that will hold the lead as well as hold the two portions of the pencil together. We see that there's an inner cylinder that's a clear plastic that is shown when we push in on the eraser. If we hold down on the eraser, it keeps the inner cylinder out, where the inner cylinder contains the lead, and then there's a retainer cap on the tip of the inner cylinder that moves back and forth with the eraser and the inner cylinder when we are moving the inner cylinder within the outer cylinder. If we use a fingernail or some object to hold the retainer cap, we can see that the inner cylinder, when the retainer cap is not around it, is able to spread. There's a slit in the inner cylinder that we can see. If I hold it apart with my fingernail, you can see that the lead will slide out of the inner cylinder if it's allowed to spread like that. So it can slide in and out. If this retainer clip is kept in place by allowing the spring to retract the inner cylinder, it squeezes the lead and prevents it from falling out. Now what we find is that as we put this retainer cap back on the outer cylinder, we must work the lead through the small opening in the cap. Hang on. Let me make sure it's clear. I think there's a portion of lead in it. There. We see that the lead, if there's a piece of lead broken off in it, it won't allow you to put the new lead through it. If we line it up with the hole and we tighten the outer cap over the outer cylinder, then the lead is able to be extended through the outer cap by punching and pushing the inner cylinder. This outer cap will hold the retainer clip we saw, the little metal gold retainer cap. It holds it against the outer cylinder and allows the inner cylinder to slide forward within this cap and spread apart the way we saw to release the lead. When we looked at it inside without this outer cap on, the lead would fall completely out of the pen if we allowed it to, when we allowed the inner cylinder to spread. But there's enough friction in the very tip of this outer cap to prevent the lead from falling completely out. There's enough friction between the opening of the outer cap and the lead to prevent it from falling out. However, it can easily be adjusted in and out by using the spring or our paper or the end of our finger to adjust the amount of lead we want out of our pencil. And so that's the basics of a mechanical pencil.